Derek, you okay there?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Do you want to talk about what happened back there?
What is there to say? We cocked up our mission because we got outsmarted by a bunch of enforcers.
I mean, with the whole 8th Regiment thing.
Oh, they're a guard regiment.
No shit, but why do they hate us?
They don't hate us. They hate me. More precisely, they hate this symbol.
Blood Angels? Why?
It's a long story.
And it's a long walk to our ship, so what the fuck happened?
Oh, my head. Where the hell am I?
You're home, Captain.
Where's that blood angel?
They're leaving the hive as we speak.
Simon, you bastard, you hit me over the head.
I had to, Captain. You were attacking a Deathwatch Space Marine.
I was attacking a traitor. Where's my armour?
Mate, you're not leaving this room.
Oh, out of my way.
Not until you explain yourself.
You wouldn't understand.
Try me.
Alright, if you say so. I was only 17 years old when we were all ordered by an Inquisitor Scorn to take part of Operation Blood Widow. Stupid fucking name. I was, at the time, a mere hellhound driver. Sometimes I wish I died that day. I remember it like it was yesterday. I was a sergeant and we were led by Captain Antrell. Our mission was to support the 8th, evac civilians off-world.
That doesn't sound like a usual Blood Angel mission.
They were asked specifically by the Inquisition to help us out, and in our naive state, we were so hopeful. We were pleased that we were blessed by the Emperor's angels. What fools we were.
So what happened?
It's ancient history, Eric.
Oh, don't give me that. What happened?
The Red First.
The Red First? What the hell did you lot do?
I can't clearly remember. When it descends, it clouds your mind like a fog and you become something less than human. Friends, foes, it doesn't matter. All that matters is the screaming abyss of hunger. Captain Antrell was the first to turn. We heard gunshots, so hellhounds were obviously ordered to scout ahead. Those poor civilians didn't stand a chance. You could smell the copper through the vents. We tried rationalising it at first because the reality of the situation was heresy to even contemplate. The Angels of Blood were here to save us, right? So why in the Emperor's name was this allowed? We heard tanks rumble towards us. We should have put the bolters to our heads and ended things right there, but we were sick. I watched my battle brothers swarm one of the tanks, chainswords revving as they opened the hatch. By the throne, I can still hear the screams, you know. I can still feel the scraping of bones against my teeth. We couldn't believe what was happening in front of us. The hellhound beside me shot emergency flares to alert the rest of the regiment to come to our aid. We should have pulled back, but I wanted them dead, so I put my foot down and began to drive forward with a righteous anger in my heart. I wanted them all dead, every single one. I know I wasn't the only one, as the other hellhounds followed. The smell of chem cannons just about masked the stench of the unfortunate dead. Then, when the rest of the 8th showed up, fucking me, it was a massacre. It was a fucking massacre. I can still hear the screams in my head, and no amount of chems or alcohol can blot it out. They're always in my mind. I just remember bits and pieces. It's like a fractured mirror. Fragments of atrocities constantly appear in my mind. Eric,
I did terrible things that day. I can't tell you how much blood I spilt, nor can I tell you the names of the fallen. We were damned, and we have no one to blame but ourselves. In a cruel twist of fate, we did what Chaos failed to do.
When did you snap out of it?
I snapped out of it when I was shot by a volley of lasgun fire. Hence my Primaris armor. You see, I wasn't deemed dead enough for a dreadnought, and I wasn't sick enough for the tower as I regained control eventually. The others weren't so lucky.
Things calmed down after a while. Some Blood Angels returned to normal, but hell, it was too late by then. We all saw what we saw. They all should have died that day. Every single one should have been put down, or they should have been deemed traitors or something. But no, Inquisitor Scorn had to take charge and make a compromise. Pah!
What was the compromise, Captain?
The survivors of the massacre were to be given medals, as Operation Blood Widow was an overwhelming success. We didn't fight the Blood Angels that day. Oh no, we defeated a foe pretending to be Blood Angels. What a bunch of shit. We all knew it was a cover-up. The Blood Angels were allowed to return home with no record of this massacre ever mentioned. Fucking hell, we lost more than they did, yet they were allowed to return home, unburdened, as the Imperium still treats them as heroes.
The sick Blood Angels were brought back to bow to the Tower of the Lost, while the 8th got medals. Us lot who were back to normal were split up. I was placed into Deathwatch shortly after I was fixed, and I haven't heard a single thing from any other Blood Angels since. Well, apart from Captain Antrell.
What happened to him?
I executed him. 2 bolter rounds to the back of the head. I couldn't let him live in that tower alone, with nothing but the Red First for company, could I?
After that mission, we all went back to Necromunda broken. Most took their own lives with a simple las shot to the head, or they were drinking themselves to a quiet, peaceful oblivion. We all did different things with our lives. I joined up with the Enforcers soon after, as I couldn't face driving another Hellhound. It wasn't until I was 23 when I saw that bastard Scorn again.
What did you do?
I did nothing, mate, but you know the law of the Underhive, Simon. A disappearance is nothing new, and there's plenty of rumours about what happened to old Inquisitor Scorn. My favourite one being that a rather disgruntled 8th Regiment soldier tracked him down and handed him over to the Corpse Grinder Guild for 300 credits. But that's just a rumour. You may never know.